Hello YouTube, welcome back to another war video. So in season 32, which we're in now, this is war 12 against TCN. Probably the strongest defense and PI in the game alongside MY718. These guys have everybody pretty much rank 4, especially on defense. And you're going to see there's a really annoying fight with a Weapon X, which is rank 4 and SIG 200. So the path assignments came out. Again, just a quick disclaimer. In terms of the stats for the season, we are a war clear. So we did take this war, well, some of us, mainly me, did take this war a little bit more casual than we probably should. And that's in no way a disrespect to TCN. It's just because we kind of already got the job done within the other 11 wars of the season. And I just thought I was going to chill out, and I didn't do any duels, didn't really pay much attention. Just got given my assignments, and I was like, right, okay, Path 9, Section 1, this is Vision Arcus. I'll just go in, clairvoyant him, a couple of special 2s, he'll be finished. And I haven't done this fight in many, many seasons. It was probably like Stubborn, maybe, when I used to use Captain Marvel Movie for the fights all the time. Probably the last time I did this. So again, like I said, I did no duels. This is on me, and it comes back to a saying that I was taught when I was younger. I'm starting to actually hear it and feel it a lot more nowadays. Saying goes, failing to prepare is preparing to fail. And yeah, you're about to see that. I shouldn't be laughing. It was a torrid start to the war. We'd done 2 fights, already 2 deaths within this battle group alone. And the other members of the Alliance were asking what the hell is going off. And I just had to explain to them that, yeah, me being an idiot, really bad gameplay, not done it for a while. If it was a war where it probably could have changed a lot for us in terms of the season, I might have said something to the officer or moaned about it or something, but it wasn't. And so I just go into the fight all lackadaisical. And you can see here that Fury buff between the Cold Snap when he's close to me, and also being in that sort of incinerate zone was just kicking my arse. I had all these boosts on, which weren't big boosts, as you saw. Mystic Dispersion was at 5, which is also a big mistake. It just meant that I got way too much power. I couldn't even get close to throwing special 2s. And you can see here the fight's already gone by this point. By the time I throw it, you can see there the Cold Snap's ticking for like 5 to 6% of my health every single moment that I'm close to them with the armor break, and I died. So I was like, right, okay, it's only a small boost. He's about half health. Just go back in. I just finish the fight off. 1 death. I think it's okay. Again, this is me just kind of being in that moment. So you can see here that I just revive up. I'm obviously going to put some health potions in, don't worry. I'm just looking around and just think we're still getting the compensation packages, so let me put some of these in. And I don't even think I've used probably this many items all season. I think by the time the war finishes, I have like 5 or 6 left. Yeah, it's just one of them wars. So here, again, going straight back into it. All the boosts are the same as before. Even still had my invuln because the fight didn't take that long at all. And you're going to see here that I kind of tried to wait the cycle out a bit, but what happens then is it pushes me into the corner, and I have no way of getting rid of my proximity to Arcus, and the Fury just does so much damage to me. I could have thrown a special 2 there, didn't notice it quick enough. Mystic Dispersion and everything else was kicking in by that point. And as you can see, I'm back to a special 3. So it didn't really do much damage. I have no clairvoyant charges. The death touch won't exist because of the charges, and I die again. I did send this video to all of the Alliance, and they've already had their moment of saying what they think, so that's fair enough. If they want to do it again in the comments, then that's fair enough. Again, just so now you're gonna see this, you're probably like, oh my god, how did this guy get war champ? I can only say my season went a lot better than what I'm doing right now. But it still wasn't the greatest season for me. I had a couple of unfortunate deaths with matchmaking, and the matchups weren't the best. And I acknowledge that, the officers acknowledge that, and my gameplay didn't really help me in them situations either. So here's what I'm talking about, this big beefy Weapon X. So on this node, he should be relatively easy. The reason why I say that is because it's Power Focus 1. So what really happens, or what should happen, is that you go in, you beat him up to a special 1. It's probably around 15 to 16 charges by that time. So you're going to see here, and obviously at this point, because that has a shift, you're giving yourself all the Incinerate charges with Red Hulk. So you see here, he's got a special 1. So now my plan is that I need to bait it. So I'm just waiting for him to throw it. I think it's just in a second. Yeah. So now I need to wait for the unstoppable timer to expire. And now I need to land an intercept. So I get the light intercept there. And then obviously we all know the Weapon X is crazy aggressive once he's into this phase. So because it's Power Focus 1, normally a 5-hit combo from a champion, as you can see, will constantly push them back to a special 1. So you can always keep baiting it. However, what happened here is, and what I should have done, was I should have thrown my special. Now I did land a really good intercept there, but then this is where it goes bad. So he throws the heavy. I thought I just timed the unstoppable right, but I didn't. By the time I can stand up to try and throw my special free to cause some distance, he's already kicking my ass. And by the time I've stood up, I don't even normally hit people anything close to that quick, even with like a magic stand-up intercept. Just because it never seems to work out for me. But obviously Weapon X being unblockable and stuff, and just the AI just decided to absolutely KO me. So at this point I'm trying to go to bed, and this fight's just, it's playing off of my mind, it's winding me up. Like, I know I can get it done quite easily, and you're going to see how easily it can be done with this fight now. And this is how it should be done. And I've had battle group members and other alliance members do it this easy in season. In wars where they've waited till the end and it's been close and they've had a bit of pressure on them, whereas I didn't. So again, good job to them. Like, obviously there is some very, very talented people within GT40, to be fair. And it's part of the reason why I guess we managed to get. So there you can see I timed the unstoppable so much better. And I'm going to do it again in this fight alone, where I just don't mess it up because I'm just not in the corner getting pinned in by someone that's constantly unstoppable. And the other thing I've learned is that just throw your specials. Like, what's the harm? If he goes indestructible from the because you've got a special 1 again, so be it. Like, it just means that you can't do any damage to him. As long as he's in his corner like this and you're bullying him, means he can't bully you. There I thought I'd done a medium, but the game told me I'd done a light. As you can see there, again, great timing with the unstoppable. And now the fight's just going down. Obviously, Weapon X can't shrug off the energy damage that's coming from Red Hulk's hits. I can go to bed peacefully now. It's playing on my mind. I was literally laying in bed, and the missus was like, "Oh my god, what the hell is going off?" Like, you wound up. You can tell you wound up. And I was like, "Yeah, it's just me being an idiot." So we're gonna go into section 2 now. The boss has just been dropped, So for the final time in the season, well done to the officers and Anonymous and Agent and all them people who have been dropping the bosses and stuff all season, and all the mini bosses. It's been a good war, especially for most of them. They've got a lot less deaths than me. So it's a little bit embarrassing when you go for the hat trick, but a hat trick is what I got. So man thing here. Main thing is I don't want to parry him, especially not with this stun timer up. So I don't mind parrying him once or twice once the timer runs out, just because there's a chance that it won't put the disorientate on me, and it gives me a great opportunity to try and be able to push them back a little bit, get a few more charges, and even to do just kind of give myself a little bit of a breather, because all I want to do where I can is to bait Man Thing Special 2. Gives me a great opening afterwards to just go back in. The Mystic Dispersion from the Pustules and from me triggering Dexterity and then getting rid of the Dexterity is again just feeding more and more power to them. You can see there I've got 2 more Disorientates, but Red Hulk's health is just fine. We don't need to worry about that right now. We're quite easily winning the fight in terms of how much health we've got. And if I need to, I'm just going to punch into the block. Like, as long as Man Thing doesn't decide to then smack me in the face with a special 1 or something like that, which I should have the indestructible boost active for anyway, so it shouldn't be too much of a risk. We're going to see here that I'm just kind of taking my time. The time has run out, so I believe I'll go for a parry again here. Yeah. So because I got the parry with the 50% reduction in the chance of it happening, again I didn't get the disorientate, so there's no heavy block damage. And now I'm just going in to finish this fight. And classic me / Kabam / whatever, we throw a special one and we end it on 1%, so we've still got a little bit more to do. But you can see there, imagine with the global up, that's a relatively tough fight. You can probably do it with the global on, just you'd be looking at a lot more stuff. And then we're going to go into Bishop. So Red Hulk pretty much hard counters Bishop anyway. Yeah, look, we've only got 6 items left. So I definitely not used 9 items before in the war season. It was a casual but expensive. Well, wasn't expensive because we get compensation. But it's just one of these. So now Red Hulk on this Bishop. Again, I'm not really too concerned. If I can, I'm going to hit into his block every so often to force a few regens to get rid of a few prowess. But by doing that, what actually happens is it then obviously triggers the node, which will then put a weakness on me until I throw a special attack because he's gaining a buff. So here I just go to take the special 2. I normally take the first hit and then dex out the rest of it. And you can see there it was a decent amount of damage. It wasn't anything crazy. So I just decide now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a look and see how much a special 1 will do. And here we go. So you can see there the special 1 did nothing. So I know what way the fight's going for the rest of this fight. And it's just going to be bait special 1s. Dex out the last bit if I can like that. And then I can instantly just go in and punish him. Push him again to a special 1. And it's just rinse and repeat in terms of this fight itself. Now again, a big shout out to all, especially the alliances that are going to get top 3. They've had, for the most part, a really big battle between themselves. We got lucky with the way, like I said in the last video, that the matchmaking ended up being. And it ended up with because of all the alliances that beat each other in the last war, we ended up having a 2 war lead. So we knew we were comfy. And this is why we're going to drop our highest death count in probably the 5, 6, maybe even the 7 seasons that I've been here. I know I've recorded this video before the war's even finished, and we're on like 15. Battle Group 3's dropped 6, and I think that was just between 2 players. So yeah, it's one of these things. This Venom fight here again, as you can see, very, very small boosted. Not really. I've used the invuln and it was a good job that I did because one of my normal tactic didn't work out for me. But yeah, it's just a huge shout out basically to the rest of the alliance, to the officers, to the people that help do all the planning. Like I know I normally do the defense, but defense can only do so much. You have to have some good war planners to be able to help plan your attack, especially in these sort of masters fights and for the top spots all the time. And yeah, so good shout out to all the people that have planned, especially for the most part of the season. The matchups have been pretty good and consistent. It's always given us the best chance to win. Obviously we did lose against Thor Loki, which was a very, very close war. At the time there's like 1 death in it where I died right at the end. But these things happen, people have issues with their personal lives, and it's just kind of what we have to get on with and do. And yeah, again, thank you very much for at least coming to support these videos. I know I'm starting to see the subscriber count go a lot higher now, so I don't know whether people are sharing it or not, or something's just happening in the background that I don't know about. But again, it's a huge just appreciation, thank you to everyone, really. But this is my last fight, and you can see here I'm just going in to finish Venom off, and we're done for the season, thank God. So yeah, I don't know my actual full stats, I'll find them out after, but I hope you enjoyed the video.